Hello students, welcome to Business Studies class. Today we are going to discuss the another important topic of marketing is functions of marketing. So in today's class we are going to talk about all these functions of marketing. So you can see marketing is quite colorful because it contains so many color in itself. So let's talk about these colors one by one. The very first function of marketing, as we already discussed, marketing is that concept that starts before the production of the goods by identifying the needs and wants of the customer. So, marketing in marketing, the very first step is gathering and analyzing the market information. So one of the important function of a marketer is to gather and analyze market information. Now, how this information may be collected? So there are different ways. Marketer can go door to door to collect this information, or they may be sending questionnaire to the target market and gather this information, or they may be collecting this information through some secondary data. So there are a number of ways from where marketer can gather this information. Once the information is gathered, the second step is to analyze it. The meaning of analyzing means they need to study that data systematically. And why they want to analyze this data? Because they wanted to identify the things which can help them, like what is the opportunity they can explore, what are the strengths they can explore, and they can also warn themselves about certain threats and weaknesses that organization may be suffered. So by analyzing the information gathered, they wanted to identify opportunity, strength, threats and weaknesses. And it also helped the business in deciding what opportunity can best be pursued by them. So by systematically studying the information they have gathered, they can find out the various opportunity that business can explore. So this can only be possible, and this is the starting point of the marketing, that is analyzing, gathering and analyzing market information. Once information is gathered and opportunities are identified, the next step that marketers will do is to marketing planning. What is planning? Planning is all about deciding what to achieve and how to achieve. So, step number one, analyzing market information tells business what to achieve, because that identify the opportunity that they wanted to achieve. But how it is to be achieved, that course of action has to be decided at this stage. And for that, a business required a marketing strategy, because strategy is a comprehensive plan that help the marketer to achieve its marketing objective. So whatever the marketing objective they have selected to be achieved, it will be achieved through this second step, that is marketing planning. Once the planning part is done, the next marketer will go for the product designing and development. Now this step is very technical, as well as the outcome of this step will be placed in front of the target customer. So the another important marketing activity related to product designing and development. The design of the product contributes to making the product attractive to the target customer. A good design can improve performance of the product and also give it a competitive advantages in the markets. So the outcome of this step is the design of the product that will placed in front of the target customer. If the design is liked by the customer, definitely it gives competitive edge to the marketer. And if it is rejected, it means the all marketing effort becomes futile. So as product designing and development is very technical in nature, because it is not only related to the shape and size, it also means so many other things, like product research will be conducted. In this, after this research, certain parameters come, like what will be the shape, what will be the quantity, colors, shape of the bottle, um, functional uses of the product, everything is decided. So after product research, product will be developed in the form, what kind of form design will be there, what kind of functional design will be there, what kind of packet design will be there. All these things are decided by product design and development stage. Once the design of packet, product, its form, everything is decided and it is developed, then we'll move to the next step, that is standardization and grading. Now, what is standardization? Standardization refers to producing goods of predetermined specifications. And if we produce goods of predetermined specification, it helps in achieving uniformity and consistency in the output. So we have already set the benchmark that company wanted to achieve. So when we are, while doing the work, we are pursuing those benchmark, it means we are having a consistent and uniform product. And grading is what? Grading is the process of classification of product into different groups on the basis of some of its important characteristics such as quality, size, etc. So grading is particularly necessary for the product which are not produced according to the predetermined specification. So let's take some example. So standardization of work is required to reach up to a particular performance. So if you wanted to achieve a particular performance and the standard work is given to you, so your work will be consistent and uniform. You can see this picture. In this picture, they have classifying the potatoes. The different boxes are there of different. What is this? This is the grouping of potatoes. There are small size potatoes, there are medium size potato, there's large size potato. So on the basis of different size of potatoes, these potatoes are segregated. The potatoes of small size will fetch less price and they will be given the less price. Why? Because they are small in size. The potato of medium size will rate comparatively high, and the potatoes of the large size will be rate even more than the medium size. So this price differentiation is possible. It will grade the product. Take one more example of rice classification. You can see that there are different price rice available in the market. What is the thing which is responsible for this? This is grading, because there are long size rice, there are medium size rice, there is short size rice. The long size rice fetch more price than the medium and short size. Similarly, there are different variety of rice available in the market. So grading can be done on the basis of size also, on the basis of quality also. So this standardization and grading help the business firm to have differential pricing policy for the given product. The next important step or function of the marketer is packaging and labeling. What is packaging? Packaging is the act of designing and developing the packets for the products. So, students, when you are going to market, you must have noticed that different products are coming in different packets. And all these packets have some unique features. So, it is the packaging which is responsible for that differentiation. No, packaging are of three types. It may be a primary packaging, it may be a secondary packaging, it may be a transportational packaging. So there are three sides of packaging. So the function of packaging is to protect the product and to facilitate its use and to provide information to the person and helps in transportation. And what is labeling? Labeling refer to designing and developing the label to be put on the package. You must have noticed that there are different kind of things written on the packets. So all the printed material which is written on the packet, all that is label. And it is a very important function of marketing to design and develop a very good label for the products. The label may vary from a simple tag to the complex graphic. So you come across that there are certain products where you will find very simple tags, and there are some products on which you can have complex graphic. That all are function of label. So these are very two important functions. Have it a look. So you can see the different types of products are coming in different packets. So all the packets which wrap the product and that facilitate the product, it's come under the packaging, and any information written on the packet is called labeling. So these are two very important functions of the marketing. So once packaging and labeling is done, the next concept comes branding. So what is brand? So brand is the name or any logo or any identity that differentiate the product of one company from that of other. This function is very important because marketer has to decide whether they would like to sell its product on generic name like rice, pulses, wheat, etc., or they want to sell their product by some brand name. Because brand, if they choose a brand name, it helps in creating a product differentiation. If anybody is buying wheat flour, that is only a wheat flour. But if somebody is saying I'm having a Ashirvad or Shakti Bhog or Nature Fresh, then they are buying a brand. So although all these are the name of the company, those who are selling wheat flour, but they are promising some more things, some value, some color, some packet, some label, some quality assurance. So company has to ensure that they want to, what they want. Either they want to sell by the generic name or by the brand name. And most of the company, they prefer to sell by their brand name because it helps in product differentiation and helps in building customer loyalty and in promoting its sales. So brand may include the name of the company, its logo, any identity used by the company, colors, marketing strategy. So that is a sum total of branding. Next come customer support services. It's very important function of marketing is developing a customer support services. So these customer support services may be in the form of after sales services, handling consumer complaints, maintenance services, technical services, consumer information, etc. So when company is providing such kind of informations and platform where they can interact with the customer even after the sale of a product, that is called customer support services. And all these services aimed at providing maximum satisfaction to the customer, which is the key to the marketing success. So every company want that their customers should be satisfied. In order to satisfy customer, they want to keep in touch with their customer, and such kind of services has to be developed to support the customer. So you come across that such kind of customer care numbers where the support services are available 24 days, 24 hours a day, and there is a customer care services number that you can access anytime whenever you come across any problem or you want some information. So such kind of support services are the gist of marketing, because marketing aims at giving maximum customer satisfaction to customer. Next is pricing of the product. What is price? A price of product refer to the amount of money customer have to pay to obtain a products. So whenever you go to market and demand a product, in return of that product, you need to pay a price. Now, this price is very important factor because it is that much important, because the success and failure of the companies lies on this decision. Because if your pricing is not acceptable to the customer, so your product get failed. So marketer have to study the factors affecting prices very meticulously before finalizing its prices. So there are many factors that affect the pricing decision. These are internal factors and external factors. So all these factors we are going to discuss in the next topic of us. So at that time we will be taking. So right now you need to understand that. So before finalizing the price of the product, the marketer has to decide so many factors, and by considering those factors only, the pricing decision has to be taken. The next very important function of management is promotion. What do you mean by promotion? Promotion means informing customer about the firm's product, its features, and persuading them to purchase this product. Promotion not only involve only telling them what kind of product and its features you are bringing for them. It also aimed at persuading the customer, potential customer, you should come and buy our products. So when you are informing the people, it is a part of promotion. When you are persuading them to buy the product, it is also a part of promotions. So there are many promotional tools available to the marketer. He may choose any particular tool, or he may use the blend of all the tools. It is the decision of marketer what decision he would like to take. But before taking the decision regarding any promotional tool, they would like to discuss and consider the promotion budget also. Many times the budget of promotion goes beyond the limit. That may hamper the business of the company. So company has to see that promotion budget, the combination of promotional tools, and these concepts, then only they are able to take this decision. So there are different types of promotional tools available: advertising, personal selling, sale promotion, public relation, direct marketing. We are going to discuss all these tools in detail in the next topics. So at that time we will be discussing. Here are few examples. Personal selling, here persons are directly contacting their target customers and persuading them to purchase the products. So when direct contact between salesman and the customer is there, that is a part of that. And the Coke bottle having a gift, that it is an advertisement, right? So this kind of advertisement is also used to allure customer that they should come and buy more of their products. Happy Wednesday KFC is a sale promotion technique used by the marketer to attract more and more customers on Wednesday. So these tools are for the promotion of the company. So how much promotion they want to do by advertising, how much promotion they want to do by personal selling, how much promotion they want to do by sales promotion, this is the important decision that marketer has to use. The next important decision is physical distribution. Physical distribution decision is concerned with making the product available at the point where it is demanded. So in order to perform this function, we need to take two decisions. Number one, decision regarding channel of distribution, and number two, physical movement of goods to be from where it is produced to the where it is consumed. Number one is decision related to channel of distribution. What is channel of distribution? Channel of distribution means the number of parties involved in the process of exchange. Like in the given example, large retailers are dealing with suppliers. Suppliers are dealing with distributors. Distributors are either dealing with area managers and then to the retailer, or they are dealing with the sales representative and then to the small retailers. So in the given example, you can say that large retailer then supplier, then distributor, then sales representative, then small retailer. So in order to make the product available to the customer, there are 5 levels that they have to cross: large retailer, supplier, distributor, sales representative, small retailer. So this type of channel of distribution means long channel of distribution, because 5 level people are involved in this time. So there is other options also. Shorter channel of distribution can be opted, like large retailer, supplier, retailer, and to the customer. So, or we can have large retailer, small retailer to customer. So such kind of short channel can also be used. So there are number of factors that a marketer has to decide before finalizing their channel of distribution, which means how many people will be involved in exchange. The next decision is that physical movement of goods, because goods has to be physically moved from the place of production to the place of consumer. So how it will be done? For that, number of decision has to be taken. The next important decision is transportation, because transportation also involve physical distribution का ही part है. Transportation involve physical movement of goods from one place to other. Or as the consumers are widespread across the country, it is necessary to move goods to the place where it is needed for consumption and for use. So marketing firm has to analyze its transportation need after taking into consideration various factors such as nature of product, cost, location of the target market, etc. Because before finalizing the transportation, you have to see the nature of product, because if the product is perishable, so you have to arrange transportation which can easily and quickly deliver the products. But if it is non-perishable product, you may take a transportation which is little slow, right? So while deciding for transportation, you have to again see certain factors. Then comes the storage or warehousing. Now this is the last function of marketing, and this is also very important, as we know that goods cannot be produced all over the all the time. And the reason behind that, there are some seasonal factors, and sometimes there are certain situations that not let the company to go for production of all the items. So storage is the solution to these problems. In order to maintain smooth flow of the product in the market, there is a need for proper storage of products. Further, there is a need for storage of adequate stock of goods to protect against unavoidable delay in delivery or to meet our contingencies in demand. In the process of marketing, the function of storage is performed by different agencies such as manufacturer, wholesaler, retailers. अगर आप अपने प्रोडक्ट की सप्लाई को अनइंटरप्टली मार्केट में कंटिन्यू रखना चाहते हैं, so you have to maintain the storage or warehouse. Now where the storage and warehouse will be located, that depends on again number of factors that we will be discussing in detail when that chapter will come. But right now we have to understand that for the uninterrupted supply of goods, it is necessary to maintain storage. Who will maintain the storage? So there are different agencies. In some cases, manufacturers maintain, in some cases, wholesaler, and in some cases, retailers. So it depends on the level and how much storage is required. That depends on the level of production. On the large scales, definitely storage will be required for the large business houses. So definitely that will be maintained by the large business houses. And if it is required for the weekly and monthly sale, it may be held by the retailers. But storage and warehousing is also one of the important function of the management. So dear student, there are total 12 functions of the management that every marketer has to decide before satisfying the customer needs. So if all these functions are very well planned and executed, definitely it creates customer satisfaction and business are able to perform their operation in the long run by achieving its economic objective. That's all for today, students. Thank you.